to the house. The one they talking about, word of mouth. The boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? This is Sakura, and I'm with Emilio Santana. This is Boxing Playhouse's After Dark series. And it's also Ladies' Night. So we got a great guest coming up for you tonight. I'm so excited about it because we've been watching her career blossom, and she's now going to be an upcoming prospect with T&K Boxing Promotions. So we'll get to talking to her later, as well as Lank the King is going to be with us a little later on in the show. And then, of course, Carisse Martin, baby, the International Hall of Famer, is going to be with us next week. She's scheduled to come in next week and talk about her fight card that she has in South Carolina coming up. Now, I'm on to the news. So, breaking news, guys, of course, we have to talk about that. We have to talk about Floyd Money Mayweather fighting the Logan Paul. That was the presser. But we got a real fight. We got a real fight that's coming up. And the real fight, it's not coming up because it just happened, basically. And what happened was Floyd punches, what is it? Paul Logan. What do you think about this?
Jake Paul?
Oh, Jake Paul. Sorry, I can't get these names right. Paul and Logan and Jake and Paul. Damn. I'm not a YouTuber, but I need to be.
Floyd was upset.
True.
One thing you don't do, you don't touch a man's hat.
You know this for sure. Like, I just wanted to get a male perspective on that. And then I'm gonna dive deeper into it, and I'm gonna say a black man's, opinion on this. Wow. I mean, is it common knowledge that people are supposed to know that you don't touch a black man's hat?
You don't do that. You don't touch a black man's hat. You must run and touch the wrong hat at the wrong time.
Okay, I don't think they ever a right time. Like, I remember one time this girl, she got jealous of me and some other girls at the club, and she was so jealous that she pulled on my wig that I had on, and it was just like an instantaneous just reaction, like I slapped her ass so hard. Like, and I'm not usually a confrontational person, but like, this is certain things that you don't do, which for females, especially black females, don't pull on my damn hair, don't pull on my weave, because you're gonna have some issues. So I'm wondering if it's like almost the same rule for black men and their hats.
Yeah, definitely the same rule, man. Can't touch a black man's hat, you know what I'm saying? So Logan Paul, he did the wrong thing, and it caused the melee right there in Miami.
Okay. Well, I believe you when you say that. I do. Now, here's the controversy of it. I mean, I've never seen Floyd upset to the point where he actually hits someone that's not on fight day. Right. I mean, he did get upset that one other time. What was it he got upset about?
His dad got into it.
Oh, yeah, like that one year when him and his dad got into it on 24/7. I didn't think that they should have. I didn't feel like that was a moment that should have been aired personally, because I don't like to see family, against each other like that. But I mean, they aired it, so we all got to see Floyd really upset. Now we see that Floyd was upset today. Many people are saying that this is nothing but a ruse. So what do you think? Is it a ruse? I mean, is it all fake just to sell tickets to the YouTubers fans?
When the whole press conference started off, I think it was, to hype the fight up. They were back and forth. You know, he jabbed that Floyd with a few things, you know, the spousal abuse and this and that. And I think everything was, you know, for, you know, you throw something at me, I'll throw something back, like he did with Conor McGregor. So, but when they got in the back, and Jake Paul, he came up, you know, and saying a few words, and he snatched Floyd's hat off, and I don't think that was in the script. So, so when he snatched that hat off, man, you know, I don't know if Floyd could have been having a bad hair day or whatever, but you just don't grab a man's hat, you know, that's a touchy thing, you know, and he grabbed his hat, man, and things got real quick. So,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, I just don't do that right there. So he found out the hard way. I think he got hit in the eye. You know, he got a black eye right now, Jake Paul. So I guess he'll learn his lesson about grabbing another hat.
Well, I'm hoping that they can get this thing back on the track and get, you know, go back to the regular script. And from now on, Jake Paul realized you can't just be around here pulling off a black man's hat and thinking it's crazy. You know, it's acceptable. I don't know how he went this many years and not realize you just don't do certain things you don't do. Right. But I'm letting you know right now, Paul, don't be trying to grab at no sister's hair, because you'll get the same damn reaction you got today. So just in case you didn't know. Now, we got a couple of, we got some people that's tuning in with us today. We got Chuck Metzger, the photographer extraordinaire. And he's got some amazing photos. I showed you last week some of the photos he got. And, I'm trying to get him to auction off some of them for, donations and stuff. But we're going to have to see if he can part with any of them. He told me he wasn't ready to part with any of them. So he said, I just sell tickets to start with. Then we got Darian Johnson. What's up, Darian? Wasn't it in the script? For sure?
I don't believe it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Nah.
Not the hat, man. The hat made things real. You know, Floyd was highly upset.
Yeah. You don't get that upset if it's in the script. You expect it to come. And then Chuck Metzer. Oh, okay. T. Mason.
T, what's up?
T, what's up? What do you think about this Mayweather hat spoof? Is it a spoof, or was Mayweather really upset? You tell me. T. Mason and her son Sean Mason, they're coming from the New York area. She has her exclusive people that she got her contacts still in place from New York. I'm sure she can let us know. Fake or spoof? And she says Jake Paul is already selling hats for $25 that read, I got your hat. Well, that's good that he's going to try to make money off that too. But really, you really need to make money off hats now too. Ain't you making enough money? Let some of the rest of us make money, right?
And T, let us know if you're going to be in Orlando this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Fights, like fight night with like the King and the real Rick Ross. Okay.
And then we got, let's see, Rob from the UK.
Rob, what's up?
Rob, our British boy, he says, hi, guys. Lots of love from Great Britain. Absolutely. And we love you back. And then T says, hey, Sakura and Emilio.
What's up, T?
And then T did say, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was entertaining, man. But he struck a nerve when he grabbed that hat.
Yeah. And let's see, we got Anna. She says, hey, Playhouse, love you guys. Aw, love you right back.
The last time we saw Floyd, he had a hat on, and that's the last thing to come to my mind, trying to grab his hat.
T says, Floyd really was upset.
Yeah,
there you go. See? There you go.
When you start talking about killing a motherfucker, you upset for real.
Oh, that's true. That is very true.
You know.
And then we had Darian. He says, not the hat. Yeah, 100. Like, you don't touch the hat. Man. And then Chuck says, we will see. Have to wait till September. Just need 2 autographs. Oh, okay. He's gonna see if he's gonna relinquish those those amazing shots that he has, those pictures and memorabilia that he's collected.
All right.
And we do, of course, want to send a shout out to our beautiful Dahlia Duran, who is our resident interpreter and translator. So if you are joining us and you have Latino heritage and you'd like to know what was being said, we have our beautiful interpreter, Dahlia Duran, to be able to help you on our comment section. You can also inbox her as well if you have a question that you want to be answered to.
Let her give you that legendary interpretation.
And then she says, Mayweather, see this better. Okay, so she's talking in Spanish right there to help you guys out. And let's see who else we have. Let's see.
I'll say, hey, Dahlia.
We got Anna, right? Yeah.
Hey, Anna.
All right. So we're closing in on that. Now the next subject, since we've already done that, is the upcoming fight this weekend, which is Canelo versus BJ Saunders. Does BJ Saunders have a chance or not? That's what I want to start with, because right now I haven't found any Americans that feel that BJ Saunders has a chance in hell of winning against Canelo. Do you share this opinion, or do you think BJ has a shot?
I definitely think BJ has a shot. BJ is a good slick boxer, man, and those are the type of fighters that has given Canelo problems in the past. Guys that can move on their feet, slick boxers. I think he's a southpaw too. And he's undefeated. He don't know how to lose either. So he's hyped up. You got Tyson Fury, hyping him up even more. Getting his confidence up even bigger. So I think it's going to be an interesting fight, man. I don't know if he's going to win, but I think it's going to be interesting. Better than the last fights Canelo had. Canelo looks good when he has guys that stand right in front of him, taking shots. So
good point. Very good.
I give BJ a good chance.
This is a very good point. But it's just something in the back of my head that is saying that Reynoso, his new most improved, well, it's not his new trainer, but I mean, he's new on the scene as a trainer and really just, kicking everybody's ass in the training business because he's been doing such great work and improving boxers. But Canelo, it seems to me that if I know my boxer has a problem with southpaws, has issues with boxers that box on the level of a Lara, if I know these things about him, I might be inclined to be like, hey, let's go ahead and get this dude out of here. You don't want to be in here too long with him because, you don't want to be looking bad against this guy, even if you do get him out in later rounds. It's like you're taking a chance. So let's just go ahead and, get him in this ring and just try to get him out as quick as possible. So this is what I'm feeling in my soul. That might be
Canelo's game. That might be one of Canelo's game plan to get Saunders out of there. We had a big issue with the ring size the other day. Canelo wanted a smaller ring to cut down the movement of Saunders. And Saunders said, no, I want what we agreed on, that 24-foot ring. I don't know if they came to agreement at 23 or whatever, but the fight is on. And I think we're going to get, I think we're going to see a great fight right there.
I mean, I hear you and everything, but I mean, I hope we do get the good fight. And don't get me wrong, I want to see some good action and some real competition against Canelo, give him something to improve on long term. But I'm just saying that my soul and my guts are telling me that Canelo's coach, Reynoso, is like, let's get this dude out of here as quick as possible because we don't need you looking bad. I'm just saying, that's what I feel.
Canelo did let BJ know he liked that beef from Mexico, too. You can ask him
Oh
about
my
the beef,
God.
and I was like, yeah, I like that beef.
Oh my Lord. So one of our sponsors today, just for a quick interlude, is Roxy's Kitchen. Roxy's Kitchen is available in the Tampa Bay area, and she is mobile, so she will bring your meal to you. She does vegan meals, she does vegetarian, she does low carb, whatever it is you need as a boxer training, she will be able to accommodate you, as well as my favorites, regular Roxy's Kitchen, which is soul food galore. So please make sure you go over to Roxy's Kitchen, ROXIE'(s) Kitchen, to sign up for her Facebook page. Make sure you follow her and like her new business. And you know, she's on the way here too. You know that, right?
Roxy is amazing. She'll come to your house and cook the food on your stove in front of you.
That is true. She does. She is for hire as far as being a personal chef as well, and cater is available.
Man.
And the food is amazing. I mean, me personally, it's hard. You know, I love food. I'm a foodie. Everybody knows that about me. So I love some good food. So I mean, she's gonna make it for us. She's gonna drop it off for us.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, she's like, is the door unlocked? Because she can just leave it for us right now. Is the door unlocked?
I might have to go unlock the door.
Oh, there go the doorbell ringing right there. She's at the door.
Excuse me, y'all. I gotta unlock the door.
Oh, he gotta unlock the door for Roxy's Kitchen. So as you can see, Roxy's Kitchen is ready to deliver directly to your home if you are in the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area. Let's see. So, you know, we definitely have got to talk about that. We have to make sure that Roxy's Kitchen is giving their props, because she makes sure that she cooks for us and brings us the good food every week, 7 times a week sometimes when I don't feel like cooking. So all right, so promoter Eddie Hearns has confirmed that the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders will take place in a 22-foot ring. What? 22. I thought he negotiated a 24-foot ring. What the hell is going on here? I mean, I just read this. Somebody better tell me what is going on, because I read originally that the upset over the ring was because BJ Saunders had it negotiated where the ring was supposed to be 24 feet. Now we get in a situation where when his team gets here, they see the ring is really only 20 feet. And he is basically saying, I'm not fighting if it stays a 20-foot ring. So now we see that Eddie Hearns has made it a 22-foot ring. And he says that Team Saunders originally agreed to a 20-foot ring, but then they reneged and demanded a 22-foot ring. He said he had to go back to Canelo, whom he signed off immediately, on it. But John Ryder and Carlos Gongora are on standby just in case there are more hinkses and jinxes from Sanders. All right, and so what they're basically saying that was confirmed, May 5th. But here's the problem with this story. See, this story is based on the Canelo engine. So the Canelo engine is trying to say that it's a 20 feet, that he agreed to a 20-foot ring. But this ain't making sense to me, because I know that these points that they put in these contracts are contractual obligations where you would need to make sure that the ring is literally the size that was stated it was going to be in the contract. And the contract is not going, if it wasn't in the contract, then Eddie Hearns wouldn't have went out of his way to change it. Period. I don't believe. So what do you think? I mean, how can you? What do you say about this? I mean,
what, the ring?
now the ring is 22 feet. Remember, it was supposed to be 20. He asked for 24 feet originally. Now it's 20 feet. Let's see what Rob from the UK said. Why are rings not a set size in stone? It's just one more thing to have petty fights over. Laugh out loud, Boxing Playhouse. Well, you know what? I wish they all could be the same size. But what I found out is that you have smaller rings for, you know, the smaller local cards that are not going to be in a larger event space. And, you know, the promoters are always trying to fit more seats in to these smaller spaces and don't want to use up all the space, you know, on bigger rings. So the variances come from that mostly. And also at this point, you can't make them all a standard size now because it's too many people that have invested their money into these rings of different sizes. And now what are they going to do with, you know, this ring that now is not the correct size anymore, apparently? Right. You know, it would be like too much money that would be compromised for smaller companies and vendors that are involved in the sport. So that's what I was told. Don't quote me on that, but that is like the main reason I think, you know, you just have these smaller local cards and they're in smaller venues. So therefore they don't necessarily need the largest ring. So they would want to, like, you know, pack it with more seats to charge for tickets than they do just using up the space for like a big ring. Right. So, you know, Eddie Hearns is putting this. He said that BJ Saunders didn't have no arrangement for a 24-foot ring prior to the fight. But then he went ahead and he's saying that it will be replaced for a 22-foot ring. Now, we all know the advantages of a 20-foot ring. I mean, what do you think about this 20-foot ring situation for Canelo and BJ Saunders? I got into an argument because I don't think it makes much difference for Canelo. Is he gonna still go in there and try to debo BJ's and, you know, put pressure on him and be aggressive? I would say it's still gonna happen like that. So why are we so? I mean, do you think it's gonna? Let me put it this way: do you think there is a big difference for this particular fight from a 20-foot to a 22-foot ring?
Oh man, I don't see the big difference, to be honest. You know, a few more feet or whatever. You know, Canelo either gonna cut the ring off or not. But I don't see the big deal. You know, sometimes guys just want to find any little thing, you know, what they can lean on if they don't win the fight. Oh, they cheated us, they did this to us. Sometimes guys be reaching for little stuff, man, that to me ain't that big of a difference, you know.
Yeah.
You know, a few feet shouldn't be that big of a difference, but
I mean, for BJ Saunders, I'm sure the 2 feet is going to make a little bit more difference because he likes to move around and, you know, he's more of a boxer. So, I mean, but Canelo, he's going to still be trying to get to BJ Saunders regardless if he's moving around or not. When he get ready to get close to him, it's going to happen. He's the bigger guy. You know, he's just going to be the bigger guy in there, period. So, I mean, for me, I didn't see much difference. But if you agree on a size of a ring beforehand and now you don't, like if you agree to this ring size ahead of time, then you should just honor that because you made a commitment and said that that's what it was going to be. Right. Don't have boxers showing up and thinking they're going to have a specific size ring or at least a minimum size ring, and it's not that either. It's way smaller. So Rob is saying, what's the sizes from minimum to maximum? That's a good question because I don't really know that. Do you know? Like for the size of the ring, what's the smallest ring you can get?
That's a good question. I'm going to look that one up, Rob.
Yeah, I don't really know that question. There's nowhere to hide in any ring size. Right. Rob, you absolutely right. You ain't about to hide too many places once you inside that ring and inside them ropes. That's for sure.
That's if you know how to cut that ring off. You know, eventually gonna get you dude. So
Well, Saunders says that as far as he's concerned, this fight is all about the brain.
Right.
Yeah, not about power, not about muscle. Let's see. Not about power, not about muscle or skills. It's the brain and the game plan and being able to execute that game plan. I brush opinions off because I know what goes through my head and in my mind. And what I have done in my career is through the will and want to win. And the day I lose that, I won't put a pair of gloves on again.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I like that. I like that he's saying that is, he wouldn't put a pair of gloves on if it's gonna cause that. So I mean I appreciate that. What do you think?
Hey, I appreciate it too.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about it. It's a situation where people talk a lot of shit and they tell they say this and that, and they got all this naysayers and all these people saying that he can't possibly win. But anybody on any given day, as far as I'm concerned, can have a likelihood of losing at some point.
Right.
When they're not supposed to. Look at Ruiz last weekend. Ruiz was in a situation where he was favored to win. And look how close Areola got to getting him out of there first and second rounds, hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Third round. This type of thing is a situation where he's the favorite fighter, but something happened in there that you cannot prepare for.
Right.
Which is how hard somebody can hit you and whether or not you can see it or not.
Right.
So, it's a situation where I just feel like anything is possible. I don't, if we go by Canelo's usual strength and will and his improvement with each fight, we can safely think that Canelo is the larger guy and he's going to have his way with BJ. But we don't really know yet. We really don't know. We're just all speculating. And that's why it's going to be a great fight.
Just looking at the guys facing off, I don't really see no big size difference. Actually, Saunders looked like he was bigger, taller than me when I was looking at the guy squaring off. I don't see no big size difference. Do
you not realize that, the night of the fight, they're going to be done rehydrated? You know, you're going to see size difference then.
They both gonna probably been rehydrated.
True, but they might have a clause on BJ. I haven't heard about that, but you know how he's been putting these clauses on people where they can't, go over 10 pounds or 15 pounds of their regular, the weight class. So, we won't know for sure until that happens. So, we also see that Rob is saying my 3 fights. One last week, and you heard it here first. Okay, so you saying your fight, Rob? As you telling us that you are basically going for? Are you going for? You gonna go for BJ Saunders because you in the UK, or are you going for BJ Saunders because you believe he can really beat Canelo? Let me know. Rob, I need you to answer that question for me. You tell me.
Let us know, Rob.
Yes. Alonzo. Hey, Sakura and Emilio. Hey, Alana. How you doing?
What's up, Alana?
And then we got Salivado. I can't read what he's saying. Boston Playhouse.
Let us know where you from.
Let us know how you living, where you living at. Okay. Dylan is in the house from Chicago. What's up?
Got a fight Saturday. What's up, Dylan? You ready?
Dylan, you ready?
Dylan in Orlando. I seen him earlier.
Oh, really? Okay. We're going to be able to see him this weekend. He said they're going to argue about shoes next. Oh, Lord. Boxing Playhouse. Okay. And Rob said, Canelo all the way. Canelo Loney all the way. All right, so he's not even going for his team, his countryman. Yes.
Saunders.
And Dylan says, I was born ready. All right, so we needed to hear that now. See, that's what made me even more hyped about going to see you fight now.
Okay.
Don't you disappoint us. Okay, so now let's just take this a little bit further, because you know we did have some other topics besides the Canelo versus BJ Saunders fight, but I wanted to get your prediction. Who are you going for? What round? By how? And by how?
Canelo, I'm gonna have to go with Canelo. I think it's gonna take some rounds. I can see the fight almost going, a decision. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a close decision. I don't know if he's gonna stop Saunders. Saunders is slick in there, he's slippery. He's a good boxer. I think this might be a close, controversial decision. It might be one of those type of fights where some people might feel like Saunders might have won.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Canelo,
So you see it going the distance?
Yeah, these are the type of fighters that Canelo don't really look good against as a slick boxer. We saw that with Lara, and some other guys. So I believe Saunders might go the distance, and it might be a close fight. But I give Canelo the edge and win, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a controversial decision and a close fight.
It says BJ could go the distance, though.
Yeah. And
Canelo on points or Canelo round 9? That's what Rob thinks.
Rob said Canelo round 9?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna go some rounds. I kind of see a decision.
And then Canelo gonna go with a decision. Okay, 3 to 4 rounds over the ring. Rounds over the ring, dude.
Could be a little chess match too in there. Both guys thinkers.
Yeah.
It could be a game of chess in some of them rounds.
I mean, it could be, but then again, like I said, I think Canelo, knowing that he don't necessarily look good against these type of fighters and stuff, I'm like, Reynosa might be like, man, go ahead and get this dude out of here. Don't play around. Now, I'm on to the next topic, which, it's really good, though, that Top Rank is actually going to have more fights coming up soon. Right. And it's 4 fights. They all are going to be at the Virgin Hotels in Virgin Hotels in Vegas. They're brand new.
Vegas is opening up, y'all.
Yes. I mean, and the first one is going to be the Taylor versus Ramirez fight.
Wow.
At junior welterweight.
That's the fight I'm interested in right there. That's going to be a great fight right there. Taylor Ramirez unification fight.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one. That's coming up too.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a nice one. And then some of the other fights are going to be Shakur Stevenson versus Nakatai Tylee. And that's June 12th. Yeah. Then there's a Inoue, the monster. He's going to be fighting on June 19th. And then on June 26th, we got the return of Lomachenko versus Nakatani. And now Nakatani is the one that's been giving different fighters, different issues.
And it seems like Lomo been going for a while.
Well, it hasn't been that long because Lopez, that was last summer. So it hasn't been even quite a year yet.
Wow, I feel like it's been longer than that.
I know. And then let's see. What else we have here?
Dylan says Canelo going to win a decision, 3 to 4 rounds over the ring, dude.
Right. Keep going. What's Rob saying?
Rob say BJ only got 50% knockout ratio.
Oh, sorry.
Rob say BJ only got 50% knockout ratio and against lesser credible fighters.
Good point. I see that he's happy that Lomo is coming back. That's right. Lomachenko is coming back in June, baby. So that's good. All right, I see Taz, I guess, is here. But we're going to finish like one more. We got Don King actually receiving an award soon. He's going to be receiving the an award along with Ben Kingsley, the actor, and Margaret, and Rami. Let me see, Rami Malek.
And Margaret, well, that's a legendary actress right there.
Yeah, and it's going to be presented with awards for Indian Independence Day in Las Vegas on August the 21st. Now, this is when India got the independence from 1947. So for the work Don has done for all races, Don is really thrilled about that. Well, congratulations to Don on that award. And let's see. We also are expecting some upcoming news soon on the Verdejo situation. Verdejo, yeah. I was just really disappointed as a fan, and then I was also so shocked to know that domestic violence on the island is kind of out of control, if you ask me, on a whole nother level. If this had not been involving a boxing star, then this particular female, like the other 8 females that died last week in Puerto Rico, would not be getting any type of notice or media attention at all. Puerto Rico, you got to do better. You are U.S. territory, baby. We don't deal with them type of issues. We got laws on the books that's supposed to handle this type of situation. And I just want to make sure you understand that men do get deboed and they get domestic violence against them as well. Ain't that right, baby? I mean, you'll get it. When I don't get my way, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Look, I have no guards. I will bite you. I will punch you. I will choke you. I will cut. Whatever it takes.
But change the subject.
I don't go that far enough to want to go to jail though. So I know how to take how far to take my threats and everything. But for the real people that really are committing these domestic violence acts, your days are numbered. We're going to continue to keep highlighting this issue and make people aware that Puerto Rico needs to hone in on their wife beaters. They need to go to damn jail. And the same thing applies for Mexico, by the way. Puerto Rico is not in this by itself. Mexico still does not have any laws on the books for domestic violence. What the hell kind of shit is that? It is 2021. Now, on the flip side of things, you got CTE as a possible cause of some of these issues with Verdejo, along with a lot of other boxers. Now, because somebody has CTE does not necessarily mean they will do these type of violent acts, but it is one of the traits that people have when they do this. Now, whether or not that's what Verdejo has or not, guess what? We won't know until he actually passes away himself, because the real test to prove whether or not you have CTE or not is something that doesn't happen until after you passed away and your brain is donated. So, I mean, these are real serious issues we're talking about here. So, we're just going to keep her family, the victim's family, Mrs. Keishla's family, in prayer, and for them to just lose their child in such a violent way has to be like just devastating on so many levels. And in order to make sure that more women on the island and more women in the United States, Mexico, India, all over the world are not victimized in this type of manner, in such a heinous way, we need to take close examination of what's going on and come up with some more vigorous ways to stop this.
Right. That's it.
Did you have any thoughts on Felix Verdejo and this whole terrible, terrible story.
Yeah, that whole story is just tragic, man. Felix Verdejo, a young rising star. He was like one of the a few years ago. He was like one of the hot prospects out of Puerto Rico. You know, it was looking at him like the next Felix Trinidad. You know, he was undefeated for a minute. You know, and then he was in that motorcycle accident. Took a little time off, came back. He had a loss, and he tried to rebound, and another loss, a couple setbacks. But with a lot of promise. It's just a sad. That whole situation is just sad. The family of the young lady. It's just. I'm still in shock. It's just. The guy had a bright future ahead of him, and he just threw it away. Man, took a life. Well, I ain't gonna say took a life until he's proven, guilty or whatever. But it's just a sad situation.
Absolutely. I'm hurt by this. I know all the Puerto Rican fans that have supported him for so many years have to be just totally blindsided by such a violent act. And it's just a real tragedy all the way around. But nobody deserves more of our attention than Keishla, the actual victim of this.
Right.
Her and her family are the ones that are truly in our prayers right now. Let's see who we got. Let's see. We got Joan. She says, I'm in Miami. What's up? Miami in the building.
Hey,
and then Dillian says, families need to go to the to therapy once a year. Well, that's a good point. I mean, you want me and Emilio to go to therapy? You just let me know. And then Rob says, easy, Tiger. He talking to me. Well, like I said, I have my moments of temper problems. It takes a lot for me to get there. But once I'm there, it's like, you don't want to deal with it. Emilio goes to his man cave, so he don't deal with it either, just to be honest. All right. So basically, we were going to hit up our ladies' night. Absolutely amazing. A wonderful person. She is just, her career is taking off in different ways now. I mean, she got great news last week. Now, here we are getting ready to see what's going on with her career. Again, let's bring in.
Hold on, what's her name? Nickname?
Taz.
The nickname.
The Golden Child. Oh, that's going to be your, okay. The Golden Child. All right, so we got Carisse Brown, Taz,
Yes.
the Golden Child. We got her about to come on here in a second. Well, I thought she was ready. What happened?
See, Taz, it's dark.
Yeah, it's real dark.
Turn the lights on, Taz.
Taz, where you go? Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to wait until that's taken care of. Basically, they were in transit, so we're gonna go here and let's see. Hold on a minute. This is the wrong. Let me see what I can do here. Go ahead and tell the guest about what fight you're most excited about right now. That's coming up.
That's coming up?
Yeah. While I handle this, yeah.
Well, I just said I was excited about the Ramirez-Taylor fight. That's an exciting one right there. I think Earl Spence and Ugas, I think they got something, coming up. I think they agreed to some terms of a fight.
Yeah.
We're still waiting to see what Manny Pacquiao want to do. I don't know if it's going to be with Terrence Crawford or who Manny going to fight, The big Tyson Fury AJ fight, that's something that's going to be a big fight, this year. So yeah, those are the fights. I want to see the Charlos come out soon. Hopefully we can see them in some big fights. This year's almost halfway over with, so
True.
man, let's get these fights going, man. The year is going.
Okay.
So that's how these YouTubers are sliding in the door. You know, the big fights are stalling, man. Let's get these big fights going.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna get all this going, but let's just say this. Let's just say this. I am ready for this Taylor Ramirez fight.
Right.
I am really ecstatic about that. That fight is gonna be a unification title. Like, I mean, it's gonna be like all 4 belts on the line. I mean, that
Undisputed champion.
yeah, that's gonna be like super fabulous. Also, I'm looking forward to Jaleel Hackett's pro debut. Yes, I am ready for that. And his teammate and promotional banner is Mayweather Promotions, which has Dorian on there. So I like Dorian too. That's going to be debuting on there. And then we also are going to see the Badu Jack versus Pascal rematch. That's going to be an amazing fight. And then there's also a Jared Hurd versus Louis. How is his last name pronounced? Aries.
Cuba.
Okay. So these are the fights that's on the Mayweather exhibition card down in Miami. Going to be at the Hard Rock Arena, and that's May 6th. That's going down, and June 6th. I'm sorry, going down, and then right directly after that, guess what? That's right, baby. It's time for the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame fight. And the Hall of Fame boxing card is going to be on the 18th of June. And then the 19th and 20th will be Hall of Fame induction, festivities, expos, boxer signings, dinners, induction ceremonies, all of that during June 18th to the 20th. That's going to be an amazing weekend, especially with the fight night kicking it off that Friday night. And our guest, Taz, the Golden Child, is going to be one of the players that's involved. I said Golden Child, didn't I? I needed that drink too. The Golden Child, she's the one that's going to be...
I knew you were going to say it. That's why I didn't put my drink down.
She's going to also be on that card that weekend, along with some other TNK boxers, like Jose Ocasio.
And Ivan Franco.
And Ivan.
The Great.
Franco. So it's going to be some really, he just came off a win. We talked to him last night on the show, and it's amazing that he got his W that he needed to continue his fight and his career. So congratulations on that, Ivan. And both of these, like I said, is being hosted by TNK Boxing Promotions. And the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame induction ceremony is going to include heavy hitters like former world champion Glenn Johnson,
Road runner,
former world champion Antonio Tarver,
Magic Man.
Oh, we got the legendary, amazing coach Orlando Cuellar,
the Commander,
Santiago. I forgot his first name. That's his last name, Santiago.
He's on there.
Yes, I mean, and it's a whole list of amazing fighters that's gonna get inducted. Oh, who was the heavyweight that was being inducted? I forgot his name.
Jamil McCline.
Okay.
Jamil Big Time McCline.
All right.
My bad name.
Yes. So
Big
he's
time out of
also
New York.
Yes, he's gonna also be on the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame inductees.
We got the young kid Bryce Mills, up and coming Bryce Mills. The welterweight division, a hot prospect, gonna be on that card.
Oh, really? I didn't know he had confirmed for sure or not.
He's on the flyer.
Okay, well, I love it. And then they're gonna also have Nate Campbell there and the beautiful Dahlia there. And
Galaxy Warrior.
Yes, and a lot of amazing talent from the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame previous inductee years. So it's just going to be, I mean, it's just going to be so energetic and amazing to have all of these amazing Hall of Famers under the same roof at the same time watching boxing cards. I can't wait.
Did you mention the beautiful Dahlia there?
Yes, I just did. I said the beautiful Dahlia and the other, like Nate Campbell, like they're going to be on the card.
Right.
I mean, but in order for you to make sure you're there the way you should be there to experience all this talent and to be able to get your signed autographs and different things from these inductees, you need to be there. And you need to go to Florida Boxing Hall of Fame or TNK Boxing Promotions to learn more information about the fight card.
We got to send our prayers out to the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Pinklin Thomas,
that's
Florida Hall of
true.
Famer, who we hope, I'm hoping he be there, in his Spears. I'm hoping that, he be's there. I know he's had some health issues, so all prayers go out to Pinklin Thomas and his family. So, Pink, we hope you get well, and we hope to see you in June at the Hall of Fame. The beautiful Clearwater Marriott.
Yes, Clearwater Marriott. You gotta love it. Yes. And let's see. Okay. Taz is in the building again, guys. She's made it back on, so we can bring her on up again.
The Golden Child.
Yes, the Golden Child.
The Gold Slippers.
Now, there was one thing. Taz!
How you guys doing?
Oh, we're awesome. You know what our key word is tonight, right?
Ladies' night.
No.
Oh, okay.
The Golden Child.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, turn up.
I need to get me a little golden mug like you guys.
Yeah, you got to get that gold cup on deck now.
Taz, you stay in shape 365 days a year, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
You stay in shape.
She's 11. Okay, the one thing that I wanted to say is that we owe you a congratulations because I heard that you are a new signee to the TNK Boxing Promotions brand. What is up with this? You guys snuck that in on us. Nobody told us anything, so I'm kind of upset about that situation. But I mean, I might let it slide.
You're gonna have to let it slide.
You gotta have to give us an exclusive on something else to make up for that one now, Taz.
Another exclusive. Okay, my next fight is going to be next weekend over in Tijuana, Mexico.
Okay, all right. So we are that counts. That is definitely a point for you. And you're going to Tijuana.
Yes.
Be careful of that beef down there, Taz. That meat.
I'll be sure.
Well,
pass that test, the drug test.
Over there.
Make sure you pass that drug test. Be careful with that meat.
Yes.
Do not get involved with his shenanigans. You know he's just playing with you. We wanted to talk to you about this fight particularly just because of the fact that this will not be in your hometown area. It's not a Tampa Bay fight. And this is something brand new out of the country, for your professional career. Is there anything that you think that is going to be a limitation for that, or it's going to be different that you're going to have to adapt to?
Not necessarily, just because of it's over on the far West Coast, and I understand the temperature is different. So honestly, it'll be better more so because Florida, we're dealing with some heat waves already. It's springtime, but it's hitting us like it's summer. But over there, it's a little bit more calmer. It's more cool. So it's not necessarily going to be any type of negative or anything I need to adjust to. I want to say the elevation is about sea level. It's about the same as Florida. So I'll be fine with that with the acclimates. And
that's good.
Other than that, just stay safe within the gates of the American established community.
Yeah, we hear that Mexico can be a little bit more dangerous, but I mean, I've seen like um, Serena McCoy. She also has been doing a couple of fights in Mexico the last couple of months. Well, like 6 months. She's had like three back-to-back fights there. So it
Right.
must be a haven for women boxers to be able to participate in that area and make sure that they get the work in that they deserve. Since some of these promoters don't got their shit together to be able to have a female card. So I'm gonna just keep it real with you. You know what it is.
Definitely over in Mexico. I mean, it's a part of their heritage as well. So it's phenomenal to see the women go at it, and for you to see how many bouts and who against who, and just to learn everything from their side of the story. And to it's a part of their culture. So to be engulfed in that.
Yeah.
I got a question for Taz.
And plus you get the party after you win. Cause, I mean, they got the original Tijuana tequila, I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
called.
I stay away from their tequila.
That's my favorite one.
But the next morning,
We couldn't hear you good. What'd you say?
I said, but how do you feel the next morning?
It depending on what kind you get. You see, you try to be cheap, and you're gonna be feeling it a little bit more.
Wake up comatose if you cheat.
Yeah, you go ahead and get you some of that real good premium tequila liquor, and you good.
Hey, you ever had the worm? Just a question. I never want to, but have you ever had the worm?
No. There is no way I could touch that.
Okay.
My stomach probably would blow up if I did that. Like,
I saw that worm for the first time in this movie called The Urban Cowboy with John Travolta. And they brought that worm, man, and I was like, oh.
We got Dahlia Duran. She says, salute, Taz.
Hey, how you been? Hey, Lady Ram in the house too.
Lady Ram in the house. Boxing Playhouse. Hey, fam.
Oh, Laura.
Okay, well, I hope she's in the building because we're used to her, like, giving us a little appearance, sometime during the interview.
Hope hop in, so.
Okay, good.
With the Wi-Fi, so.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you had a question?
Yeah, I had a question for Taz.
What you got?
Taz, I know you're going to be on the Hall of Fame card, and I just had a question, a serious question. You ain't got to answer it if you don't want to. But I want to know, will we see the gold slippers that night?
Ooh, I might have to bring out some new gold slippers for you.
Oh, okay.
Different every time, but definitely always going to be gold.
You know I love the gold slippers.
Yeah, your signature gold. Y'all got that in common. I wanted to ask you about this professional journey with Lady Ram. How great is it that you have someone that you can depend on in the sport and you guys make a great team together? I mean, how do you feel? I mean, is this like do you see this as like such a blessing to you? How is it affecting your career positively? And where do you see you guys going next as far as, what your goals have you guys going?
Right. It's actually quite a blessing because, as you know, my mother, Lady Ram, and I would travel in my amateur career, and she was, of course, a great big help during those troublesome times with my mom and whatnot. And she passed. Lady Ram was also there, and so me transitioning from amateur and then into pro without my mother, her being there is a big help. It's a big support, and then for the her history in boxing definitely helps to propel me in pro boxing, making the right moves, being in touch with the right people in connection, as far as going training, helping me with getting fights, and also just helping me to build up not only my character but my career. And like honestly, I don't know where I'd be without her. So like my golden backbone, if I were to say that, for pro boxing. And far as goals, I'm gonna go ahead and get some world titles, some belts, and then also at doing some mixed martial arts. So
Uh-oh.
other
Yeah.
that are going to be coming up soon, but I'm just going to keep that under wraps.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't wait to hear about how that's going to work out, and whatever it is, I'm sure you're going to be amazing at it. So I feel like it's going to be a situation where Taz, Golden Child, is going to be on the map for a very, very long time. Very, very long.
Definitely. And you guys got to be there every single one.
Okay. Chaz, what do you enjoy the most about being a pro boxer since you've been pro?
Honestly, I love the fans, and I love the love from them whenever I see them. And honestly, it's the younger females that I get to influence, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're the boxer!" I'm like, "Yeah." I ran into one female over at the last TNK boxing promotion show, and she was like, "You used to box?" I was like, "I still box." She was like, "Oh my gosh, can I follow you on IG?" And it's just like it's warming, and in order for me to reach the younger girls and for them to know they can also pursue that type of a dream or something in mixed martial arts and go for it. Like there's no limitations that you can do as a female. So
hey, I seen Lady Ram working out. Is she coming back?
Oh, possibly, but it might
coming back more.
Laura, she can't. I told how long it's been since I was like, your ass ain't finna retire. Just stop.
I can't work in.
Tricks up her sleeve, so I have no idea. But Lady Ram, please come save me.
Oh no. Okay, so let's see here. Beautiful Dahlia says, Lady Ram, salute. Hola. And then, hello, British boy. Thank you for your time. Then we got John. He is our Alabama referee and judge. Hello, Boxing Playhouse. What's up, John? I'm glad you recovered. And Laura says,
Well, thinking about it.
Laura, you know what's up. You know what's up, girl. You ain't ready to retire. Stop it. Just stop it. And then Dylan, he says, props to you going into MMA. Most men are scared to transition over. Oh, okay. It's very true that a lot of men are like not transferring over from boxing to MMA as much as, you know, the females are, it seems like. Why do you think this is?
Well, partially because if you've been brought up in boxing, you're used to that one style using just your hands. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I've mixed and dabbled in MMA before. I just never competed. So, but honestly, that's one thing, and then another is the pay is different. Women are more respected and paid more versus boxing. So that transition over for them is a little bit more better, and in a sense, it's easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the boxing industry, like I said, they need to get their shit together when it comes to female boxers, because we all are like tired of this where, you know, we're only getting to see 1 or 2 fights locally a year, unless you're with TNK Boxing, then you get more. And then if you are not with TNK, then we only get to see the live fights if you are on a major card like a DAZN card right now, you know. So I can see why somebody like Clarissa Shields will go over to MMA, and Amanda Serrano as well, and now you as well. So it's a situation where it's like, just pay these women what they're worth. You know, you guys have to put in as many hours as men do in the gym, so there's no reason why. And y'all give them much more action-packed fights. Much more action-packed fights. So it's a situation where you need to get paid for that quality entertainment that you guys provide.
Taz, how many times
we can step in the ring and we
go ahead, Taz.
Say that again now.
I was saying, how many times do you think you
no,
might
it's
fight
just
this year?
fight
How
just
many
what it
times?
within the rest.
Oh, you broke up. We couldn't hear you right then. What? Say that again.
I said, are you talking about for the rest of the year? How many fights I might have?
Yeah, how many times do you think we might see you this year?
Maybe 6. I have no
Ooh,
idea.
Wow. I mean,
wow.
that's amazing. Hey, shoot for the stars. That's what I
Ooh,
say. Well, Tito is doing a great job with
Definitely,
10K
always.
boxing,
yeah.
basically making sure that his boxers, even in the pandemic, receive that work. So, I mean, if it's possible, I'm sure he can make it happen.
Wow.
And now we got Lady
Damn.
Rim.
Oh,
Lady
man.
Rim is she tried to come in. There she go.
There go
All
Laura right there.
right. What's up, Lady Rim?
What's up, Laura?
Hey, hey. What's up, Boxing Playhouse? What's up, fam?
Laura, what's up?
Come on, give them.
Hey, man, listen. Woo,
I can't wait to
woo,
see you in
boy.
person, Laura. You heard me?
Say that
She's
again?
here.
I said I can't wait to see you and Taz in person so we could
Oh, yeah. I miss you
have a good time.
guys, man. It's been rough, but I'm bouncing back. So
Right.
got the smile on my face. But I think you guys know I closed the gym down in December. Big
Yeah.
Dreams Boxing. We closed the gym down, and there was some logic behind it. Um, but real quick, the reason we closed the gym down, but I just want to let you know when I closed the gym down, I've been going basically since I've been born, and I just learned a valuable lesson. I closed the gym down to move on to another scenario, but in doing so, my health took a major hit. And so I know you guys seen some of the posts, but I kind of I had been under doctor's care, and I mean a lot of stuff happened just with the gym close. So I know now I'm knowing not only did I help people, I helped a lot of people with the gym being open, but by that gym being open, it actually was like a lifesaver, for me personally. I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't
Right.
realize, I just didn't realize it. So now a valuable lesson learned, but the reason for closing the gym is not. It wasn't because of COVID. It wasn't because of anything like that. We just had an offer from an investor to move on the other side of town to a different building, and that's all that it was. And the building, has a new roof on it. We're waiting for electricity and water, and it's just taking longer than we anticipated it. And my health just took a hit, but I'm bouncing back. And to answer your question, no, I'm not coming back to fight as we speak right now. I'm not. So I'm trying to get my health. I'm trying to bounce back and definitely be healthy for Tash for the golden child. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm never gonna believe it. I'm never gonna believe it because when you start feeling 100% again, you're gonna be like, "Damn, okay." And I'm small again because I saw you saying that you was you gonna lose some weight and all this kind of stuff going on, honey. So once you see that new body back and you start feeling good, you're gonna be like, "You know what? I still got it." You know.
I think Laura still got another fight in.
That's true. I might as well fight MMA and get paid for it.
I think you got one more fight in you, Laura, or more.
I have more than one more fight. I do have more than one more fight. It's just a matter of, I guess, priorities. And I have my grandson. He's graduating next year. You guys probably seen him. He's number 4 in the state of Florida in weightlifting, 6'4",
Yeah.
320. He just turned 17 years old. Size 16 shoe. And so, I mean, he's tossing up over 400 pounds. So, my priorities, my family, my grandkids, and of course, Taz. So, right now, I'm back burner as far as what I want. What I want to happen to me. As far as the fight game, I think I'm doing enough right now. If I was to come back, it probably wouldn't be like boxing per se. It might be bare knuckle. One time, I think we discussed the bare knuckle deal.
Ooh, shit.
One
Fair
shot
enough.
at bare knuckle. So I would
Yes,
give
I
bare
forgot
knuckle
about that
a
bare
one
knuckles.
shot deal.
So,
Yeah.
Boy, y'all women are tough. Y'all is not playing
Yeah.
around.
bare knuckles, MMA.
MMA, bare knuckles, like they finna race
Mm-mm.
in. They finna race
No.
in.
I just don't want to I just don't want to pick my
Oh, you kind of broke up. You said you just don't want to what?
Laura,
Oh,
you
I
hear
was saying, yeah, I just don't want to lift my leg up that high for MMA to kick somebody for me.
Oh my lord, you a mess. Oh my lord, you a mess.
Oh.
Oh god. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
I understand that. And we got props to you going into MMA.
Yeah.
Most men are scared to transition over. Dillian Pursuit says that. Parsoon, I mean. All right. So basically,
Maybe you should
go ahead.
I
Say
said
that
maybe
again.
you should do some mixed martial arts. You know, it's very can you
Oh, I only enjoy beating up Emilio.
hey, can you hear me?
I don't really enjoy I only enjoy beating up Emilio. I don't really enjoy beating up other women. It's unfair advantage for me.
To know how to protect themselves. So just learn a little here and there so then you can protect yourself at all times.
Right.
That's a very true situation. That's what you're saying is very true. And like I said, we were just talking about domestic violence, so a little earlier in the show. So yeah, definitely, all women should get at least one or two classes under their belt to know what to do
Yeah.
if they get accosted or somebody step to you wrong on these streets. Right. Lady Ram? I think she's still having a little Wi-Fi issue.
Laura, you hear us?
Lady Ram, come on in here.
Yes,
Like,
it's splashy. It's splashy. But my phone is gonna give you feedback if I come inside. So
oh,
but I don't know if you guys know that I have some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experience.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know you had went that far. I mean, all I know is I
Yeah.
heard them cracking punches that you was giving Miss Gwen in your retirement. Your
You know how to
retirement.
joke around if they get you wrong, huh?
Well, that's my the chokeout is my specialty. I was actually 6-0 in Florida, um, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then my last competition, I had 2 roles, gi and no gi. Um, the week of the fight, one of the purple belts mishandled me and broke my finger, my
Wow.
4th finger, and I went into that tournament with taped fingers, which is not good. And I'm actually lost to this little girl. Yeah, so I'm 6-2 in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So I try to. If you guys go to YouTube, you can YouTube me trying out for the XFC
Right.
over in Tampa.
I'm gonna look
And
that up.
I had the name, I had everything. All I had to do was put their brand on me. And what happened with that, they said, and this is when I finally realized that age definitely matters when it comes to certain people. Not me, but I was turning 40, and XFC denied me. Although I was at the top of my game in boxing the whole 9 yards, XFC denied me for being 39, turning 40. So that kind of was, that was a kind of, hard rejection. And then once I hit 40, it kind of went downhill, like, from there.
Laura, you know what I want to know? I want to know where's your robe that you had at that last fight? That long 30-foot robe you had.
It's in storage. It's in a bag in storage.
Oh, there? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was gonna hang it up at the gym, but then once I got the offer to close, I just packed everything up.
Wow.
But listen, we have the Golden Child now, so now we can really tour around with different ideas with the Golden Child, and you guys just get ready. We touring around with some real eye catching eye-catching ideas. And it's all boxing is entertainment, and so
Yeah.
you kind of, rather than like myself, I just wanted to go out there and fight. In my earlier career, I just put gloves on, and you don't even have to pay me. I just want to fight. But I did learn, boxing is a business. They want you to be personable, approachable, and a lot of things like that, and give the fans, that wow factor. So we're gonna be, we're doing different things and reaching out to make sure that Taz, she's marketable and that she has that wow factor when she comes into the ring. So that's kind of what we're working on.
Okay. I mean, I like it all. I like any new innovative ideas that you guys can come up with to market Taz. She definitely has that it factor. And she's like, tall and slinky, got a long reach. So those are all attributes that, are definitely going to make her a force to be reckoned with in any of these divisions. So I'm looking forward to seeing her on her path. And we're also really excited about seeing her on this Florida Boxing Hall of Fame card June 18th.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't wait.
What was that last statement?
We're ready to see her in that June 18th fight for Florida Boxing Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Yeah, so
yeah, we're getting ready for that. That's our return back, and then
yeah, I think that it's going to be a great opportunity for people in the area to see just what a good and great talent she is for women's boxing. So, I mean, can you tell us, Taz, exactly what you would like or what you visualize to happen in the fight in front of your hometown crowd?
I would like to visualize some sparks, some boom, pals going on, head movements, and of course some snappy punches that's gonna go ahead and end with a nice KO.
Yay! Okay, I'm with it.
Okay.
Taz, do you got any merchandise like T-shirts or anything that you putting out?
I'm working on some new shirts, also maybe some jackets. We're just gonna put our heads together with this creativity, get some things situated, but definitely some shirts. Some new shirts will be coming out.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
So please, we'll make sure you send us a copy of the links and everything so we can post that on our page, along with making sure that we get the word out here about tickets that you're going to be selling for the June 18th fight with TNK Boxing Promotions and Florida Boxing Hall of Fame.
Tickets in the hand right now, $60 and $80 tickets. So if you don't have yours, you might want to get at me before they're gone.
All right. And Tito Jesus Escalera says, awesome job, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
And then we got Tiki Burden Chiefs. She says, he says, Lady Ram and Champ Taz, love y'all.
I love you too.
And we also got Lonnie. Lonnie says, Lonnie Honeybee Beazle. All right. So where are you guys training right now, Taz? Where can we find you at if we want to come hang out for your to catch some of your sparring and everything?
Honestly, I have a mobile training camp going on right now. But if you want to see me, either you can catch Lady Ram or my Facebook Live, or if you want to come and join me, you can just hit me up ahead of time, and then we'll give you the location and time.
Okay, that sounds great. I mean, that's amazing, and I'm ready to get back out here. I haven't had my vaccine yet, but I'm gonna take a chance and start taking a little bit more risk. Just knowing that more people are vaccinated now. Yeah. It makes me feel a little bit more easier about being able to come out and participate in things. So please tell us where our fans and your followers, Lady Ram, where we can all find the Golden Child.
Go ahead.
Oh, she told Ashley. Well,
She say where can we find the Golden Child? So that's
you can find the Golden Child at Carisse, Carisse, Taz, like Tasmanian Devil, and then Brown like the color on Facebook. On IG, which is Instagram, you can catch me at Buffy, Buffy 863. And Twitter, I believe Twitter is T_Buffy. I have to double check that because I might have 863 at the end of that as well.
Okay. I think that's a great idea to make all of them the same so we can find you easy. Sometimes it slips my mind that it's Buffy on IG. So, and Lady Ram, where can people find you?
well, you just Google me first of all. Google me first, and then you can find me at Facebook, Lady Ram, Laura Ramsey. You can find me on Instagram as Lady Ram 10. You can find me on Twitter as Lady Ram 1010. And I mean, like if you, I just want to say if anybody there's a lot of females out there that I'm running into that they don't have they're underinformed, and this is just a little pitch to any female that feels like they're not getting enough information about boxing and they just need some knowledge. Again, coaches, I'm not trying to take your fighter. They don't train hard enough. First of all, second of all, I don't want anybody else's fighter. But if you just have questions on how to go about registering for USA Boxing or how to turn pro or something like that, just reach out to me, Lady Ram on Facebook, Laura Ramsey, or Lady Ram 10, Instagram, Lady Ram 1010 on Twitter, and we even have a TikTok. Hey, Champ Lady Ram.
Hey.
So yep, just reach out to us, and you guys should know Taz is the she's still the athlete, the amateur athlete rep for USA Boxing in the Florida Association, and she's also still the National Golden Glove athlete rep as well. So if any questions about boxing in general, or females, then they can just reach out to either one of us, and that's what I wanted to be like an information center for anybody that kind of needs to move forward in amateur boxing.
And that's great. And that's amazing as well that you're still being there in the community to help the youth and help mentor them, as well as pursuing your own dreams with your career and being such a great mentor, and people being able to see you pursue that. And then it's also a great thing that not only are you mentoring people and training, but that Lady Ram is willing to give y'all the business and let people know how you're getting scammed. And she don't want you fighter. She just trying to show you a different way to look at business opportunities for female athletes. Right. So if I were you guys, I would hit her up and find out, how you can get them coins stacked up, how you can make sure people aren't taking advantage of you, how that this is not the time to be making alliances with individuals that don't have your best interests at heart. All these are good things that I'm sure Lady Ram, Laura Ramsey knows all about, and she's willing to tell you. So you need to be listening, right?
Yes, that's right. I'll drink to that if I had something to drink.
Golden Child!
Golden Child. Yeah.
I told him I got to get my golden cup. I have half a golden cup, but it's not with me right now.
Yeah, we have to get you a golden water bottle.
Yeah, get one of these, Taz.
Yeah. So you guys, we're working on some products for the Golden Child. We're working on some T-shirts and a lot of different things. It's gonna be a slow process, but we're gonna be working, like I said, to give her that power, that firework effect, and just be visible. And with her charisma and everything like that. So hopefully we're making the right decisions. We definitely appreciate Jesus and Kalela Escalera at TNK Boxing Promotions for their new signing, and we're gonna do everything in our efforts to make sure that we take her as far and high as we can possibly take her.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. And Taz, just give us the information for that Tijuana, Mexico fight again.
It'll be May 15th, and also they will have it pay-per-view, so I will repost the flyer, and then you
Uh-huh.
can follow the click on the link, and then go from there.
And how much is it?
$7.99, $7.99
That's not that bad at all. So
at
we'll be
all.
tuning in. And then also you can catch Taz on the 10K Boxing Promotions card along with the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame first night of action, fight night, baby. And that's going to be June 18th. And the whole weekend is all dedicated to our 2021 Hall of Fame inductees. Congratulations to them. And next week, we should be joined by some of our Florida Boxing Hall of Famers that have already been inducted past as well as present 2021. So please make sure you check in with us next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much, Taz. Good luck on your fight.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Love
Lady
you.
Ram,
Playhouse. Yes.
it's always good to see you as well. And you just call us when you're ready to announce your return to the ring.
Okay. And I'm going to talk about my weight loss secret as well. So we'll talk about that another time.
Okay, I would love to have you back for your secret. And then also, Taz, Lady Ram, do you love Boxing Playhouse?
We
Of
love
course, we love
Boxing
Boxing Playhouse.
All right, that's what I love to hear. We love you right back. Mwah. Talk to you soon, and thank you
Have a good
so much
night.
for coming on.